now we're going to move on to the other popular style, which is tying with the wing facing backwards. And there's a few better flies to show the style than the F-fly. Again, one of our great river patterns in the UK. This will cover a huge range of situations, from small beetles, ants again, all the way through to small sedges and even upwings at times, but it wouldn't be necessarily my go-to fly. So this time you'll see a straight wire hook. This is a Partridge SLD. This is a size, this one looks like a size 16. I generally will tie these in 18s and 20s, but for the purposes of the video I'm going a little bit bigger. Again, we're using the black Nano silk in an 18-0, and we're going to start just back from the eye. It's always worth doing this. It will help you gain perspective in tying any fly towards the end, just so you don't bulk up too much material going forwards. And now I'm going to go in with the scissors, slide that out, and add in our first material, which for this one it's the blood red Fluoro Brite by Semperfli, and this is just to give us a little tag area at the back of the fly, to add a little bit of colour and a hot spot for the fish to hone in on. It works particularly well in low light situations, having these hot spots, and in brighter light you might want to use one without the hot spot. So trap that in and wind it down more or less towards the end of the straight part of the shank. Take your thread a fraction forward and then simply just wind touching turns forward, 4 or 5 turns. Take your thread through it, round the front to lock it all in place as before with the other materials, and just cut it out there. And there you've created a very simple tag, perfect for this particular fly. Now we're going to build in a body, and it's just going to be simple black dub. There's a Superfine dubbing by Semperfli, but any simple black dubbing will be fine. Nice thing with a Superfine dubbing is it dubs so easily. So take the top part of it, spin it with the thumb and forefinger, use the moisture in the hand to help grip. Once you've got that top bit, you can slide it up, wrap it around the hook to give you purchase at the top, and then you can actually just tighten it from the bottom, and you'll see that will tighten all the way along. And we'll use that just to build a little body. It's up to you how you do it, whether you want it tapered forward or whether you want it uniform, or it's like a small taper forward. Partly it helps buoy the wing up at the front, and we can take it forward to where we started our thread wraps. Placing a few to lay the base for the wing. We'll then pick a couple of feathers, back to 3 feathers. Ideally you want short feathers like this, rather than spending too much time hunting around. I'm just going to take 3 reusable feathers, and again tip to tip, pair them together so you'll see them all paired up together, all facing the same direction, and again teasing all those fibres to point together and go in the same direction. Just hoping that it's not too jumpy at the moment. Right, so now unlike the shuttlecock tying it forward, we're going to tie it backward, and we want it to mask the whole body and overshoot the back of the hook. So we'll do that by pressing it up, measure it against, then take your left hand to take control of it, run your thread up through, a loop over it, pulling down, and do your tightening turns. Just take a look back to make sure it's all okay. Put another one in, and then put your turns in front. That will just help lock it, as I said before. Back over the top, and try and trim this. Put my finger out of the way so you can see. Trim this as tidily as you can at the front. Don't worry too much about a bit of bump showing, because we'll tidy that with a bit of dubbing. With the smaller versions of this, the 18s and the 20s, you may find that you'll just need to work the thread to tidy everything down, but being slightly bigger, we can get the super fine dubbing. Mine dub it really tight and just wrap it around and create a small head area. You can use your thumbnail if you think the materials are just getting trapped a little bit tight there. Bring that through, hold the eye just so that we don't bend that hook back, and we'll go in with the whip finish. Back again, use that in with the thumbnail again. Always do a second one just for extra confidence, but to be honest, one's plenty. And there you have it, simple F-fly. Like the two previous flies, a great one for all occasions, and that red hotspot can be the difference between catching and not catching on many occasions.